Hello everyone, and welcome to 0% AI. So in this video then, I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and I tried the slowest possible AI. Normally I run sort of 106 AI, and in this video we are going to be running 0 AI. And I just sort of thought I'd see just how slow they are, because I had no idea. I've actually never really run easy AI, or the easiest possible AI on the F1 game. So as it's Singapore and it's slow anyway, I thought I'd give it a go and hopefully we have some good racing. Now my plan is to do a one-stop strategy on a 5-lap race. So we'll see how we get on. Start from the very back of the grid, as you can see, in a Williams. So we've also got quite a big car disadvantage, as well as a disadvantage of having a, should we call it a Ferrari strategy? Doing a one-stop in a 5-lap race. Probably not true anymore, but it certainly was. So we get squeezed right over to the curb by Giovinazzi there then. He was really quite aggressive with us, so we dive back up his inside. We're having none of that. I managed to move stuck with him finally up to P19 and get a good exit there, get past 2 more cars, make that 3. If we can get past George Russell around the outside, which we should be able to do on 0% AI, you would certainly hope so. Get a good exit as well, fly up the inside of a couple of cars and all the way up to P14. Oh wow, that was incredibly close to Nico Hülkenberg then. We have also got simulation damage on, so we need to be incredibly careful of our front wing, and that is going to cost us some valuable time. I don't really know at the moment if that is going to work. If our one-stop strategy is going to pay off, we go on the outside of Daniel Kvyat then, which works nicely. Dive the inside of Perez. Oh, wow. Again, he squeezed us right over the curb, though. But actually quite good racing, to be honest. I'm quite enjoying racing the AI. And actually, recording this video, I really quite enjoyed it. I was thinking, oh, maybe this is going to be boring. It's going to be really slow. But actually, I really enjoyed it because it had some good racing and it's quite fun. It's just like a little mini challenge. We actually break there because Norris was really slow over the bridge. Diving up his inside, make that move stick nicely up to P10 then, into the points of the Williams, and there we go. Getting a nice easy move on Carlos Sainz then, diving inside of Kimi Raikkonen, and interestingly then, I found the biggest difference with this was cornering speed, and then just the exit speed. Oh wow, as you'll almost get squeezed into the wall by Magnussen. They do brake a little bit early, but I think that's only because they actually corner quite early. They don't brake excessively early, but they do accelerate quite weakly, as you saw there with Gasly, just managed to dive up his inside. On the exit rather, just managed to just accelerate him. We're going to try to do the same on Verstappen, but don't think better of that, because there we go, they don't brake too late, too early rather. And yeah, of course their cornering speeds are slower, which is fair. Are we going to dive the inside of Vettel? No, we think better of that. Again, they don't brake early enough for us to try that sort of move. We are using full beans though, absolutely everything we've got, rich fuel mixture, Fuller's deployments, try and get the move done on Vettel, but actually he was pretty quick in a straight line, so clearly 0% AI isn't very slow in a straight line. They do still use full throttle, and we come very close to Vettel's back end there. We wanted to get the cut back, and only just managed to do it without hitting him. And again, we just need to be careful of our front wing really. And oh, again, so close to Lewis Hamilton. A little tap on another car will break the wing on a simulation damage wing. So we need to be very careful. We're now looking at Charles Leclerc. We're going to try and dive us inside, but again, just weren't quite able to make that stick. I think he did. Looks like he got back on the power, but again, on the power though, we are just quite easily able to make the move, and he did just take to the curb there. We were a little bit scared of him turning in on us. And all that's left now is Valtteri Bottas. We need to dispatch of him as quickly as possible and then get into the pits, get some new tyres on just for fun, and then see if we can catch them up and overtake them and see how far up the grid we can get, if we can even catch the pack on the remaining 3 laps. So, oh wow, Bottas is so slow over this bridge. We want to start us inside there, but actually he ended up slowing us down so much over the bridge, but I suspect we're going to be able to get him on the exit, which we do indeed. Nice and easy. And there we go, storming past Valtteri Bottas then. And now Robert Kubica in a Williams is leading the Singapore Grand Prix. Highly unlikely we'll see that in real life, but you never know. And so we are going to be pitting then, end of this lap, and we're going to see what we can do. Can we catch and overtake the AI? At this point, obviously this is post-commentary. At this point in the race, I really had no idea. I didn't know whether I was going to be able to do it. And you see me just fumbling my buttons here. Just completely forgetting, just making sure I was on super soft tyres, forgetting what I'm doing, pressing all of the buttons at once, and completely messing it up. But we get there in the end, and now coming into the pits. And I haven't really practiced as well this track, I should mention. Barely any practice. I was thinking, it's 0% AI. I don't need to do any practice. But that was before I knew that I was going to be doing a one-stop strategy. My plan originally was to drive through the field and try to win, but without destroying the AI, just to try and drive as slowly as the AI as possible. Then I found that was boring, so I've decided to do a one-stop strategy, which I think is a lot more fun, because we can push as hard as possible and see how much through the pack we can get. So they're a little way ahead, looking on the mini-map. They're a little way ahead, but not a huge amount. I imagine we will be able to get them. we did manage to overtake the entire pack in just 2 laps. So, in theory, we've now got 3 laps left. In theory, as long as we can catch them in 1 lap, then we might be able to get the win, potentially, although there is field spread, of course. The first 2 laps they were nice and bunched up, and now the field is spread a little bit more. So maybe not, but we'll try it. We'll do our best, that's all we can do. 9.3 seconds at the moment to Alex Albon. And of course, it's still on a Toro Rosso in this game. It's not quite been updated yet. Oh, wow. We come so very close. We are, as much as I'm trying to save my front wing, I am not being careful enough. And that was so close. I'm really risking it. You can see I am actually pushing. Lack of practice, but I am actually definitely pushing. I do really want this. Too much curb there, really. And power over the bridge, absolutely full throttle, which AI don't seem to do on 0%. Get also down a little bit deep that time. Trying to get exit. Lots of wheel spin, but it doesn't matter, of course. All these tyres have to last is 3 laps. I reckon they can manage that even if we're wheel spinning everywhere. As we do a purple middle sector, fastest of anyone, 4.7 seconds. I believe we're at 9 point something, so that's about 5 seconds we've gained in the middle sector alone then. Wow, that is the difference, and we've got a similar car to Albon. I'd argue the Williams is a little bit worse than the Toro Rosso, but in this game, but not excessively so. So, similar cars, and we're 5 seconds quicker in the middle sector alone. That's crazy. Anyway then, here we go. Alex Albon, we are caught up with them just as I hoped we would be. As we start the 4th lap, I struggle with my words then. And we don't quite manage to get a purple lap, but I suspect we will do next time. Providing we don't get too held up by these guys. We're going to try and dive the inside of Giovinazzi. Very aggressive there, but we need to be. We have to do something to try and get through this pack, as we actually get squeezed quite heavily by both Stroll and George Russell, then our teammate. But we dive the inside again. Can't take any prisoners here. We need to be aggressive. All we need to do is be careful our front wing. But we do need to try and get through as many as we possibly can. Looks like there's a little bit of field spread going on between, looks like a Red Bull and a Haas car on the minimap. So, and oh wow, we think about it, dive the inside of Hulkenberg there. Sorry, that was Grosjean. But he just defends really late, and this time we're going to dive us inside and not give him any choice whatsoever. And that was so close to damaging our front wing. That's probably the 5th time this race that we've come close to damage our front wing. Now Nico Hulkenberg, we're going to try it on the outside through this corner to give us the inside line for the next one, but it's very tight. That is not normally an overtaking spot. We managed to make it stick. Daniel Ricciardo then, and once again, make it look easy. He does break a little bit early, being 0% AI. And we've got Daniel Kvyat up next. Just get a better exit. Job done. Perez up next then, up to P12 already. But we do need to be, I reckon we need to be ahead of the midfield pack by the end of this lap to have a chance. We've got a few more cars to go, but just making a mockery of them on the exit, really. Dive inside of Carlos Sainz then, very late braking. Wow, that was more aggressive than even I expected myself to be. Just got 2 more cars to go then. We should be able to do it, hopefully. Oh, think about going up the inside of Raikkonen, but think better of that. And oh no, we actually hit the back of Raikkonen there. He was over the curb and ended up going quite slow because of it. We dive up the inside, and oh wow, again, moving under braking. And we have now lost a bit of our front wing, which is going to cost us some time. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. But we are all over the back of Kevin Magnussen now, trying to avoid a dirty air to get the move done, which we have managed to do nicely. Fast lap of the race, as you saw then. So we have got Pierre Gasly up next in the Red Bull. So we just need to try and get across this gap between the midfield runners and the top runners in a Williams and see if we can... Wow, where do you think we can get to? I reckon podium's a solid possibility. The win is going to be a stretch, isn't it? We've got a Ferrari there that's just got a bit of a gap to a Mercedes out front. I think that gap is going to be enough to keep us away from the win. Or will we be able to get across it? If we can get through these guys as quickly as possible, then we might have half a chance of the win. With 3/10 up, purple first sector, fastest of anyone. Got Pierre Gasly up next. That's so slow, that corner, especially when you've got a damaged wing. And just trying to hit all our apexes. Pierre Gasly is going to get a worse exit than us. Yes, he is. He is going to defend, though. So we squeeze him back over into the racing line. We need to get the best line as possible. And that was a nice, quick manoeuvre, which is exactly what we needed. We've got Max Verstappen up next then in the other Red Bull. So I'm feeling quite confident of getting a podium at this point. We only need to get 3 more positions. That sounds a lot in half a lap in Singapore, but we are on 0% AI, of course. Nice, easy overtake there on Max Verstappen, getting a better exit. Sebastian Vettel, will we dive up his inside? Yes, we are. Very aggressive, very late braking. 2 late braking, run deep. Almost hit the barrier. Again, so close. Ridiculously close. We are being very aggressive. Think about having dug inside of Hamilton, but think better of that. We were just too far back. All over the curb. We're going to try and get the cutback on him. Get us inside into the next one, because we're going to find it quite difficult to get up to Charles Leclerc then. We have got to get to him. Oh, actually, we've ended up in the wall. We have ended up in the wall. Got a puncture. Hit the wall. It pushed us into the outside wall. Lost both of our front suspensions. And we are going to use a flashback. I don't normally flashback, normally I'd restart if anything, but as we're so close to the end of this race, then it's a bit of a simple idea anyway. Just sort 0% AI, we are going to use a flashback. But anyway, Charles Leclerc up next then. One more position. We're not going to be able to get Valtteri Bottas, is it, for the win? We are going to be able to get Charles Leclerc. They're so slow, thinking about the outside, but there's no grip out there because of my lost front wing. We try and dive the inside into the final turn of the race then, which we managed to do nicely. We make the move stick and take position 2 for the Singapore Grand Prix then. One lap, sorry, if I can get my words. One stop race, 5 lap race, Singapore in a Williams, and we managed to get P2 then. 0% AI will do that for you. Well, there we go. I actually really enjoyed that video, as I said. I really quite enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to necessarily enjoy it, but I thought it's a bit different. We'll give it a go. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I thank you for watching. Bye-bye.